The Denver Broncos are quietly building something big. There's growing evidence that the Denver Broncos are quietly building something special, and the rest of the NFL is starting to take notice. Teams across the league are eyeing what's happening in Denver, and it's clear something powerful is brewing. Critics might be loud online, especially about the Broncos' latest draft. Some claim Denver didn't give Bo Nix enough weapons, calling it a mediocre draft. But let's take a closer look at the facts. Just 3 days after the draft ended, the Broncos' director of scouting, Brian Stark, was hired away by a division rival. That's not something that happens if your draft class was a failure. It's a clear signal that Denver's front office is making moves that others want to copy. Even more telling, multiple key figures from the Broncos' staff have been picked off by other teams recently, proof that the organization is building the right culture and making the right decisions. When other teams start poaching your talent, it means they see value in what you're doing. There's also been buzz around Denver's pick of an athletic tight end, originally a basketball player with traits similar to NFL stars like Antonio Gates and Jimmy Graham. Some doubters claim Denver could have signed him as an undrafted free agent, but that's simply not true. Reports confirm that another team had already reached an agreement with him before Denver stepped in and made the pick. That's smart scouting, and it's not just about the front office. Players around the league are noticing too. Big names like Cooper Kupp and Deebo Samuel reportedly had strong interest in coming to Denver. Why? Because they see the potential here. One of the most telling examples comes from Dre Greenlaw. In a recent interview, he revealed that the money was equal between the Broncos and the 49ers, yet he chose Denver. Even with Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch personally trying to keep him in San Francisco, he picked the Broncos. His reason? Belief in the quarterback position. He wanted to be part of an offense that could stay on the field and compete, not go 3 and out over and over. With Bo Nix on a rookie deal for the next 4 years, Denver has the flexibility to build a strong roster around him, something teams like the 49ers can't afford with massive quarterback contracts looming. All signs point to Denver being a team on the rise. The talent is coming together, the front office is earning respect, and players want to be part of what's happening. The Broncos might just be one of the NFL's best-kept secrets heading into the season. Bo Nix is the guy, and the NFL is starting to realize it. Talanoa Hufanga choosing to sign with Denver over staying in San Francisco, despite the same contract offer, says a lot. He picked Bo Nix over Brock Purdy, and that speaks volumes about the trust players have in Denver's future at quarterback. This isn't an isolated case either. Evan Engram showed similar interest. Piece by piece, a clear picture is forming. The Broncos are becoming a destination team again. NFL analyst Jacob Bishop made a sharp point that's worth spotlighting. Everyone assumed the Broncos would load up on offensive weapons in the draft to help Bo Nix, just like the 49ers did for Purdy with Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey, and George Kittle. But Denver took a different approach. Instead of forcing high-profile playmakers onto the roster, Sean Payton leaned into his belief in Bo Nix. The team passed on wide receiver Johnny Wilson and didn't trade up for big-name prospects. Why? Because Payton believes that a great quarterback can elevate the players around him. It's the same principle Tom Brady proved time and time again. Outside of Randy Moss, Brady never had superstar receivers, but he made those around him better. Denver is betting that Bo Nix can do the same, and Payton's confidence is contagious. When respected voices like Rich Eisen start picking Denver to win the AFC West, it catches attention. Eisen said the Broncos are cooking up something, and he's right. They made the playoffs under brutal circumstances, dealing with a record-setting dead cap hit, a rookie quarterback, and no 100-yard rushing games all year, yet they pulled it off. Now the roster is more complete, the coaching staff is stable, and the draft class is earning praise across the league. Teams are even trying to poach the Broncos' scouting personnel. That's not something that happens to a failing organization. Dan Patrick, another respected NFL voice, featured a guest from The Ringer who called Denver his top sleeper pick for the season. Not once, but 3 times he said he loves Denver. That kind of buzz is rare, and it's growing. There's also more behind the scenes. Reports say the Jacksonville Jaguars tried to trade up again after already giving up significant draft capital for Travis Hunter, all because they were chasing a player Denver managed to get by staying patient. Sean Payton masterfully maneuvered the board and still landed the guy everyone wanted. This isn't hype anymore. It's a pattern, And if you think back to last season when Denver nearly took down the Bills despite missing a field goal and struggling with offensive consistency, imagine where this team can go now. Bo Nix will spend his first full offseason working with the same coaching staff, staying in Denver, watching film, and staying focused. He's embracing the city, attending Nuggets and Avalanche playoff games, and becoming part of the culture. The Broncos are not just building a team, they're building a movement, and it's starting to look like something special. Denver's offense is about to explode, and the numbers back it up. The Broncos' offense is loaded with potential. Bo Nix is expected to take a big step forward, and he won't be doing it alone. Troy Franklin and Marvin Mims are both set for breakout seasons, while Devin Vell, who already made a splash in his debut, is showing signs of rapid improvement. But it doesn't stop there. Denver brought in a tight end who once had a 110-catch season, exactly the kind of dynamic, move-around weapon today's offenses thrive on. Add in a converted basketball player with only 10 football games under his belt, but who Sean Payton sees major upside in. Then there's Pat Bryant, who Payton has even compared to one of his former star receivers, and Trent Sherfield, a special teams ace who adds grit and depth to the lineup. And don't forget, Denver also added hard-hitting defensive players like Talanoa Hufanga and Dre Greenlaw. These aren't just signings, they're statements. The Broncos are done being average. Now let's talk about the numbers that prove how far this team has already come and how much room they have to grow. Despite making the playoffs last season, Denver struggled in several key efficiency metrics. Their success rate on first, second, and third downs was well below league average, mostly due to a lack of a consistent run game. A deep dive into the data reveals they ranked 22nd in converting second downs into firsts, a clear sign that their early down run game wasn't getting the job done. Third down wasn't any better, with Denver slipping even lower in conversion rankings. That's where things are about to change. Sean Payton is already signaling that the run game is ready to take a big leap. All signs point to a major breakout from rookie running back RJ. The hype is real, and the tape backs it up. At the Senior Bowl, RJ put on a clinic against top-tier linebackers. One particular clip shows him running a filthy double move in one-on-one drills, juking a defender out of his shoes and accelerating past him untouched. That kind of agility and route running ability out of the backfield gives Denver a whole new dimension. Opposing defenses won't be able to stack the box anymore. With a more balanced offense that includes tight ends, explosive receivers like Courtland Sutton, and a versatile backfield, Denver becomes a nightmare to game plan for. For the first time since the Peyton Manning era, there's real optimism and real firepower in this offense. The direction this team is headed has fans fired up and the league's starting to pay attention, and we're just getting started.